Welcome back, y'all. It's your boy Melly, and I got another reaction for y'all. It's the end of Ice Spice. You seen the title of the video. We gonna see what Jamari talking about.
So it's no secret that rappers come and go every single year. One moment an artist can be on top of the game, with everyone wanting a feature, and the next they can be completely fallen off.
What technically was falling?
If you gotta ask that question, you fell off, bro. That should be it right there. Simple as that. Point blank. Period. What did Jack Harlow do? I thought he had another cool little song. You know the whips and chains joint. He got a nice little jingle to hold him over for a little while at least. But I ain't been following Jack Harlow career. I don't care that much. But I know Smoke Perp. It's over, bro. That era, it's over, bro. And I know this was from a long time ago because you got you got this filter on.
Falling off. You know what I'm saying? I done made 30 million. I don't gotta do. Yo, do I gotta keep making music, bro?
But do you still have 30 million is the question. The crickets is insane. Is this an empty bottle? Is this Casamigos and Hennessy? You might have fell off, cuz. That's just an observation. I don't got nothing to do with what he talking about.
I don't need to, bro. I'm rich. I don't need to make music. I do it because I know I still have fans.
And with that fall off, obviously comes a lot of scrutiny and public embarrassment. And the saying really is true that the
All right,
quickest
he
of a
had a
rise.
run, but I feel like everybody else that he just showed was like one hit wonders, and they era just over. That little buzz, the little I don't know what they called that. I don't know what they called that time frame. Was it clout? Was that it? Or that was clout for Instagram?
Rises up, the faster they will likely fall back down to the bottom. There is a myriad of reasons for this phenomenon. For one, we obviously live in the fast food era of
Facts.
media, from movies to music, and even videos and online content we digest on a daily basis. Most pieces of major media now seem to lack a certain quality they possessed in the past. And I'm not necessarily just talking about from a budget standpoint. Today, things seem more rushed, more formulaic, less thought out, and moments tend to come and go faster than ever before. We live in an age of information and content overdrive, and with social media, anyone and everyone can now go viral. And every day there are millions of people desperately yearning and grinding away to try and get themselves out there.
Just
When
like
someone
me, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm right there in the race with them boys. You feel me? I'm trying to get on. Pause. But not in this way. But I think what he's saying is very true. Like just from the fact that the one of the more popular apps is TikTok, going from these fast-paced videos to now promoting longer format content and pushing that because of the damage it was doing to attention spans. Like I know I go and look for videos to react to, and sometimes I'm like, I can't watch that today. And it's been for the betterment of me, so I don't have to watch as many videos like while I'm just doing random stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna react to that, and I'm gonna make content of it instead of just watching video after video after video. I find myself doing something else or doing something productive around the house or touching grass. You feel me? Sometimes sometimes we just all need to touch a little bit of grass between the gaming and the TV and the Netflix and the YouTube and the social media. Sometimes we just gotta touch grass, bro. But I'm gonna let Jamari speak. I was yapping for a little minute there.
someone does make it, there is a good chance that hundreds, if not thousands of people will try and replicate their success in some shape or form. And since most of the artists who blow up really fast do not have the fan base in place to carry them through the tough times, it's easy for these fickle fans to turn their backs on or simply stop caring about a rapper's music.
There's Lee. Hey,
To carry them through the tough times, it's easy for these fickle fans to turn their backs on or simply stop caring about a rapper's music.
yo, is he security? Was that a
There's
real
so many.
person? It's empty, bro.
Of the fan base in place to carry them through the tough times, it's easy for these fickle fans to
Nah,
turn their backs on or simply stop caring about
nah.
a rapper's music.
Nah, bro. I hope
There's
they
so
paid
many
him. I
parts
hope they
of that.
paid him. I hope they paid him prior to doing this performance, bro. Because it was no way this was profitable for you to do this performance, and I kind of feel bad. It was no. But I'll give him props for continuing to do the performance. It looked like he has somewhat a little bit of energy, you know what I'm saying? But dang, bro. For you to be one of the more popular rappers at the time, and then it turned into you could barely look like it. It looked like a small venue, like a bar or something. Like, dang, that suck. That suck, bro. I get. I don't got no beef with Smoke Perp, bro, but that got to be a crazy dynamic flip right there.
Era of rap where like people got fame so fast, they were so young, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that was some of the foresight that he was saying, not even necessarily about quote unquote falling off, you know what I mean? You don't think he predicted anything?
I don't think he predicted shit.
No.
It's like trying to build a house with no foundation. Like if one strong gust of wind comes through, or adversity in this case, well, suddenly no one is playing the music, no one is going to the shows, other artists stop hitting you up, and the industry decides they no longer want to play with you.
In terms of like not picking up phone calls, I ain't no friendly anyway though. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't had no type of effect on me. Like I barely called. I ain't called. When I was on top.
Oh yeah, and you still owe the label 5 albums. You gotta pay back the advance they gave you, which is really just a high interest loan. They now own your masters, they own your likeness, and they're taking most of the money from your tour, if you can still do that, to try and recoup their investment on not only you, but 20 other failed artists before you. Not to even mention your new lifestyle and image you can no longer afford, eating away at your pockets. By the time many artists find
And with like so much of these stories you hear over and over with these artists that can't recoup what labels put down for you in this day and age. I'm not well versed in the business of the music industry, but like with social media, with YouTube, TikTok, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, Facebook, bro. If your stuff is really that good, I feel like that's the better route, and then you build your way up, bro. And I feel like this is what he gonna get to, but like in a couple years, I feel like the grassroots artists that build their fan base up is gonna last much longer because they don't want fast food, like he just said earlier, bro. Because like we not seeing people go through this development, like, and that's what's missing is the development, bro. Like, say you drop me because I know sports better. You drop me in the high school. I have a crazy game. Like I rush for 5 touchdowns. I got 10 sacks. I got an interception, and they say, "Hey, you're gonna play for the Detroit Lions this Sunday because we think you that good." The only difference is we're gonna give you your money right now, and if you don't live up to what we just saw in that one game that you just had in high school, you're gonna have to pay us that back. That's essentially what I'm getting from this, bro. That's essentially what I'm getting from this, and I don't see how you could win unless you do your development. But again, it's life changing money. This is millions of dollars they put in. You like, yeah, man, I could do this music thing. I could make another Gucci Gang. I could make another, you know what I'm saying? I could make another Munch song type shit. Like I could do that shit. I could make another banger. I did it once. I could do it again. You know what I'm saying? With more resources, hell yeah. So I could see both sides of it, but I'm like, man, it seemed more fulfilling in the long game to go independent.
finally see this reality, it's far too late to turn back. Like, even when you strike when the kettle is hot and the industry likes you, you still will likely be replaced at some point. This, combined with an intense oversaturation of the music market, has really affected an artist's chances of maintaining relevance for more than a couple of years.
All right, I've been like number one song at da 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 da, or like, album sells this, and then I put out some shit that's like, I take a kind of a left turn and experiment with, a different, and it doesn't hit. you know, and how fickle and how fast people can just be like, oh, he fell off, or he, you know, it's a game of, you
Right.
know, you ride these waves and what altitude you're at, and the inertia required to stay at this like altitude in pop culture and pop success and any of it, you know. I mean, how
Right.
long of a run can you, because it's crazy.
Now, with that being said, let's talk about Ice Spice, a female rapper who took the
Yeah,
internet by
nice
storm.
spice. But to say something about what he just touched on, I feel like it's only this way on the internet, bro. Like, because if you got real friends, I'm talking real. I said friends, real fans, bro, that enjoy your stuff, enjoy your music. They will stick around and they ain't gonna say you fell off, bro. You can't tell me nothing about Chief Keef. Like Chief Keef, like people will say Chief Keef, for example, fell off. But to me, man, I was listening to every mixtape he put out after Finally Rich. I don't care. It was still songs I listened to. It was still projects that I liked, that I'm singing, that's in the rotation that I listen to, bro. But that's me being a real fan of Chief Keef because you can't tell me nothing wrong about him. But if you bring up what's somebody who had a song and they was out the loop for real. I can't even really think, bro. Let's say if Wiz Khalifa never made Black and Yellow, like never made anything after Black and Yellow, I would have said Wiz Khalifa fell off. Like he continued to put out projects, but nobody cared because all they could think of was Black and Yellow. That's the essential of it. That's essentially what it is. But let's see what happened to Ice Spice or why this is the end of her.
Over the last couple of years, but more recently has seen a serious downtrend in her career, and now tens of thousands of people are unfollowing her every single day. Ice Spice is a New York rapper from the Bronx who started making music back in 2021.
How was that growing up there? Like,
It was fun. It was real fun, like, you know, fighting off crackheads and shit like that.
And over a year later,
Why is that fun, bro? Why is why is that the example that you bring up for that? Not like, oh, like I miss all my old friends, like I wasn't that famous, so like I could still hang out with my friends and like other distant relatives and all of this other stuff like that. Like I can go move around and go to my favorite places. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, I ain't saying I ain't know I wasn't poor, but like we ain't always we wasn't rich by any means. So like some of the stuff, some of the struggle stuff, I thought was fun when I didn't have adult money like how I do now. But like I miss some of the like stupid simple stuff from my childhood. Like you could have talked about shit like that, like not crackheads, bro.
she would find herself going viral with her music video for her song Munch. This was back when TikTok was turning out #1 records on a daily basis, and for Ice Spice, that was really no different.
How much was there before Munch? And then how long did it take for things to go crazy?
So there was a couple songs before Munch. It was probably like 4 songs, I think.
From the start, she knew that her greatest asset was just that. Shaking her rump, rubbing her cooch, and rapping in that New York accent made her infamous right off the bat. When I say that, I mean some people were hating on her, a lot of people were loving her, but all that mattered was that she was finally popping off.
Growing up, I always would just like write little raps, and I never wrote like full songs though with like hooks and verses until I got a little older and I started to understand song structure more. But I always had like this like want to write basically.
Even in promotional videos that she made before she went viral, it was beyond clear that she knew that her body was her ticket to fame. And at this point, she's one of those people who's known more for her likeness and her sex appeal than her actual music.
Yeah, because I can't name a song outside of Munch. But yeah, like coming out, like she got a look. You know what I'm saying? She got a look. We know what it is, but she needed to like all this stuff. She had all the good mixture, like the social media stuff, the the look, the song to go with it, the TikTok shit. Like that really TikTok is what's getting people out of here. But like after that, I mean, she cashed in, and I mean, like, do she really got to do anything after months? She could just be an influencer at this point and be cool. Like, but like, where it's getting me is like she got this. She says she want to write now. You got all of the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got the song already. You could take some off your plate and have somebody pin you a couple verses to put out like a decent album. You could have a good tour and all of this other stuff. But some tell me she ain't want to give over them writing duties.
Feel like a lot of people think that, oh, I'm just like this like pretty girl that like posts on Instagram, but there's like millions of pretty girls that post on Instagram, and like, you know, you have to really contribute to the culture in order to like matter.
I would actually say that her existence online is more like a meme than a rapper. Now, to be clear, the two do go hand in her success, and she could not have one without the other. I mean, recently she was on stream with Kai Cenat. He tells her to freestyle, and guess what she does out of pure instinct?
Okay, let me hear you freestyle. Come up.
Oh my god. She didn't even like. It wasn't a bar. It wasn't like but maybe this how she get out the energy. You feel me? Maybe it's nerves. You know what I'm saying? It's live. The chat going fast. She reading the chat. You feel me? She can't think of a bar real quick. So let me turn around, get the energy out. I'm trying to shoot you some bail, Miss Spice. I'm trying to shoot you some bail. But right now it look crazy that we throw on a beat, and I'm hoping that it's not the real beat. I'm thinking, but it's probably not. But your first instinct to do this is insane, bro. It's freestyle. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up.
So much comes out, it goes viral, she signs a record deal and starts showing up doing live performances where her job is strictly to get up there and shake that ass. It was at that time that she would be seen frequently with Drake, and rumors of the two dating of course surfaced from there. Under the label, she would release her first EP, which featured more viral songs like Bikini Bottom, In Her Mood, Deli, and Princess Diana with her longtime idol Nicki Minaj.
When I met Nicki, right, for the first time in person, I was like at her studio and she was like doing her glam and stuff.
Were
And
you
then
nervous?
I was nervous.
Yeah.
She came out, right?
Yeah.
And I was fine. But she came out and she looked at like my manager, James, and like Riot and stuff, and my photographer and everything. And then she came at me. And when she came to me
Wow.
and she hugged me, I started crying because it just felt like I cried, but I walked away. Like I didn't say anything to her. I was just like,
This EP was a pretty massive success for
Okay,
her.
type shit.
I mean, to me, it all sounds like one long song, but the target audience definitely ate this up. It was like the perfect music for women, and I would think gay men, to get ratchet to. Songs about being a baddie, twerking that ass, getting money, and things like that. Don't get me wrong, with this newfound fame also came a lot of new people who absolutely despised her.
I feel like when you're like huge, and people just gonna want you to fall. You know what I'm saying?
But either way, as long as people were talking about her and she was still going viral, I doubt either she or her label could care less. This EP was enough for the machine to be willing to pour more money into her career, and she would really hit it big with her next single, Boy's a Liar, catching another viral TikTok song.
Okay. I remember this song. No, I was lying. I just couldn't name it off the top of my head. Okay, this was cool though. This was cool. It's definitely a lane for her type of music, and he already pointed out the target demographic. So lean into that. Like it's cool. Lean into that. Now, all right. I'm gonna let Jamari cook though. I'm gonna let Jamari cook.
Song and further pushing her image into the public eye. And if you needed any more evidence that Ice Spice was playing the game correctly, she would get a shout out and even a feature on a Taylor Swift song called Karma, which in the music industry is like getting LeBron to back you and say you're a great player who he wants on his team.
Type shit.
Became friendly. Taylor Swift said that she was always listening to Ice Spice's music apparently, and she was even with her at the Super Bowl doing very weird things.
This is just like It's a crazy collab, bro. And imagine Taylor Swift singing Munch. Imagine Taylor Swift saying, I'm the shit. I'm his poopy. I'm the shit. You ain't even the fart. I coming out of Taylor Swift's mouth, bro.
Weird things with her hands, and it really did seem like Ice Spice would solidify herself with the release of the massive Barbie movie last year, as her second song with Nicki Minaj would be synonymous with this Barbie resurgence. This hit actually made her the first rapper to release 4 songs that reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the very same year, which is very hard for me to wrap my head around when we've had artists like Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Akon, and DMX, amongst many others who have been absolute superstars over the years. Either way, 2023 was a great year for the ginger rapper.
They have you declaring her as the artist perfectly poised to have a breakthrough year.
Shout out to her for all that success, though. I mean, no hate. No hate. That's great for her. That's more than a lot of people do in their career.
2023. You feel like this is your time? This is your year?
For sure.
But 2024 so far has not been as kind to her, and it has me looking at her career through the same lens that I see someone like DaBaby, just 2 individuals who struck lightning in a bottle, who had their own unique sounds and went super viral and then super mainstream for about a year or 2, and then once that newness kind of wears off, every song kind of starts to sound the same, and when aided by a little bit of controversy, they start to fall off. Now, in the name of continuing her fast food music run, she would come out with a rather prophetic lead single for her debut album, Y2K, Think You the Shit, Fart, which was a perfect way to kick off this album. Think you the shit, bitch? You not even a fart.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Imagine Taylor Swift, jumping around, pissing Travis Kelce off, saying you think you the shit. Bitch, you not even a fart. Wrap your head around that.
Fart. Yes, that is the chorus to this masterpiece. And this was actually a diss towards fellow female rapper Lotto, as the two had been sending subliminal shots at each other for the last year. Talk about a joke of a song that many people likely had to approve before it came out. She actually has a ton of bars over the years about pooping. I'm the shit. I'm that bitch. I'm Miss Poopy. I'm Miss Poopy, but I never smell. An artist's debut album is definitely something that could make or break their career, and with her using this as the lead single, that led to this album selling a modest
that animation. The second time they just played it, bro, I just noticed that they used a green cloud for the fucking fart. Come on, son. Come on, son. Like, I was like, I wasn't gonna hate on you, bro, but like, you gotta let the shit go. Literally, you gotta let the shit go.
28,000 copies, which, let's be honest, 28,000 is not that bad for an artist of her caliber, but with the backing of a major record label, and the fact that she was technically selling this album on pre-order for over 10 months before it would even come out, and then when you package that information with all this bullshit bundles artists can now count as sales once again, you'll see that the 28,000 number is very inflated. Can you guys imagine getting this shit on vinyl? Jesus Christ. The other thing is that year over year, Ice Spice has lost over 50% of her monthly listeners on Spotify, while producing her debut album in the process, meaning her old songs are now cooling off, and her new songs are not hitting like the old ones. In fact, she doesn't even look happy in her natural habitat of twerking anymore. And now with this latest feud that she has found herself in, she is losing followers and fans at a massive rate. And it all really started when she decided to take a rapper named Cleo Trappa on tour with her. Basically, this Cleo person would come forward and say that Ice Spice treated her like shit during the duration of this tour.
Nobody should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity.
The two of them had apparently been
Okay. Let's see where this go. But damn, Ice Spice, man, see, like, this what I was saying, bro. Like, you done had 10 bars about shit. Maybe you should have, instead of treating her like shit, asked her to maybe a few reference tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you should have kept in contact with Drake a little bit more. Get some writers behind you. Like you got the whole machine behind you, bruh. Have somebody help you with these songs. Have somebody help you with your song. Like you got all the other intangibles that you need. Have somebody write these songs.
Artistry friends for the last couple of years, but it sounds like the extent of their relationship was mainly public appearances and content creation.
It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So it was like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts.
She was set to open for Ice Spice, but was actually only offered this opportunity one day before the tour began, claiming that the reason Ice Spice invited her to come perform in the first place had to do with her trying to rebrand her image to make it look a certain way.
Ice Spice says she doesn't take colorism claims about her fame personality. All right, I guess. They saying you too light skinned, you know what I'm saying? That you big up in a light skinned community. So you stand next to a black woman or a dark skinned woman? What is Ice Spice? I don't know, man. We getting off topic.
Certain way.
So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have
W
things that
priorities. W bag getter. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a carry on girl. Especially if she been acting weird like this before. So I'm wondering if she gonna elaborate on why she actually went if she does in fact have all these things going on.
that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage.
And despite worries about the last minute invite, Ice Spice insisted that everything would be taken care of, from her travel accommodations like food and a place to stay to her actual performances. Keep in mind, this was a strenuous, unpaid opportunity that would take months of her.
Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell to the no. So touring being artists' main way of making money, and then she turn around and say, "Hey, I know you a up and coming artist. Come do what I do to make my most amount of money and do it for free." Was there a contract? Was there a contract? Jamari, let us know if there was a contract.
Months of her life. Now, obviously, when someone goes on tour and opens up for another artist, it is usually a great chance for them to gain a ton of fans and exposure. So oftentimes the bigger artists will recruit someone who makes similar music to them, or at least someone who can capture a similar fan base. Like back in the day, I saw Logic and Big Sean open up for Kid Cudi, and it was amazing because I knew all three artists, and so did most of the crowd. So I'm sure Cleo saw this as a big opportunity, but apparently once she would go on the tour, the mistreatment would begin. For example, she claims that she would often be sent on stage before the show was even advertised to start, meaning she was performing to an empty venue.
Oh, hell no, this little ginger John jugging, bruh. She never doing the okey doke so she could have a chocolate best friend for the fake. This ain't a good look, Ice Spice. This ain't a good look, Spice. Come on, okay?
Starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself.
Now, apparently, this was only the tip of the iceberg on this shitty situation. She claims that she had one day to prepare for the tour.
Literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're gonna be with me. You're good. You're gonna be with me.
She wasn't allowed to bring anyone with her, and that she wasn't even listed on the lineup. And basically, it sounds like she felt like she was being treated as a second class citizen, not having a dressing room, not having a hotel room to sleep in, and not being included in team meals while on the road.
And we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, can somebody come with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We fake want a man with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, word, there's a desert, it's scary. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate. Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse.
It don't look good, Spice, once again. Once again. And like I was before, I'm glad I didn't pause before this, bro, because I was gonna say, all right, maybe she ain't had a call. Maybe the tour manager was the one who was really calling the shots, and Ice Spice was like, going rogue and saying, "Hey, I'm bringing Cleo Trappa. I'm bringing Cleo Trappa with us." You know what I'm saying? But everything was already in place, and they like, could you have ran that by us? Like, there's no. And even if that was true, the tour manager would know of her existence and be like, "Hey, grab Shorty that's been performing everywhere and uh have her come with us." Like, what? It just shit pissing me off, and it wasn't even me, cuz.
Basically, it sounds like she was not part of the plan at all, and that by the end of the tour, it felt like she had overstayed her welcome. Remember, she wasn't even getting paid, and she even claims that while she was performing, her debit card was used to buy designer items behind her
And you got
back, and
scammed?
it really just seems like the opportunity was not worth the stress, nor the time, or the effort that she was putting in, and that the opportunities she was missing out on to be there were far greater than what this had all turned into. On top of that, Ice Spice apparently stopped talking to her at all right in the middle of this tour, and basically outside of a stylist that she made friends with, she was pretty much on her own.
I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no writer. I was with her. I was so confused. Like, you're not being my friend, so I'm going to make more friends. Like, girl, it's like she wanted me to be miserable and alone, and it just didn't happen because that's not what God had planned for me, boo.
As some of you may know or probably don't know, I am a personal stylist, and I was hired as a backup stylist for Ice Spice Tour. And when I say everything that Cleo was saying is dead ass true, is dead ass true.
But this shit's so fuck. Why even bring her then? Why even bring her then if you knew this is how you was moving? Like, I don't see how this is adding up to make any type of sense. It doesn't make any sense to bring this girl on tour, this woman on tour with you. Cause like even if you was trying to use the I got a dark skin best friend thing, I'm not a colorist. Was it that deep, bro? Was it that deep to have her on tour with you? Like I'm not. It's not computing for me. Like I'm not getting it.
Dead ass true. The first thing that caught me off guard was when I first made it there. Okay, I get with Spice, and me and her cool as hell, so we just be regularly talking about shit. I see she type got an attitude, so I asked her like, "What's up? Like you good?" Type shit, like filling her out. She like, "Oh yeah, I'm cool. Woo, woo. It's just Cleo black ass doing too much." I'm like, damn.
You know the same time it is me, cause she doing too much, but she don't got a room, a bed, or even a nourishment like basic human needs, bro. She just hanging around. Like I'm pretty sure a best friend on tour would have got treated better than the actual entertainment, bro. Like what? And then you call her black at like this is why I need to know what Ice Spice is. She black? Is she Hispanic? Like is she Puerto Rican? Like what is she? Is she a mix?
Damn, hold up. So now I get back in the room with Ice. She on FaceTime with Riot. She letting him know, like, yeah, she doing too much. She blowing my scale. She was like, bitches gotta go. They asking for too much. Woo, woo. Bitches acting broke. Like, I'm really tired of her black ass. And I'm like, damn, like, why does she keep saying this? Like, what?
And let's be honest, guys, it's not rare for an opener to get less than preferential treatment while on tour with a
Yeah, I'm
bigger
not
act.
saying that she deserves steakhouse every night, like, but the bare minimum, like, you could at least give the bare minimum shelter, like just shelter and food. That's bare minimum. That's bare minimum to me for another human being to be with you, and a ride, of course. 'Cause she got to come with you on tour.
Bigger act, and you do hear a lot of stories about openers not even spending any time at all around the main act despite them being on tour together for months. But granted, this was apparently her friend, who she allegedly begged last minute to do this with her.
I took a step back and just made the opportunity what I could make it. But it wasn't genuine at all. Nothing that you do is genuine. Everything is calculated. Like I said, I was the token black friend. You didn't have your other best friend around because you said that she didn't match your aesthetic. Like there's something very wrong with somebody that is only friends with somebody for their aesthetic. Look how you talking to me like you was never even my friend, bro. She's just like, bro, this is why you're never gonna be anywhere. This is why you're never gonna get nowhere. If I was a careerless bum, why would you even bring me on tour?
Lastly, she would claim that Ice Spice has sold her soul.
So everybody hold hands. Hold hands, hold hands. Lord, thank you so much for bringing this amazing group together right now with this amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives, chat. So thank you so much for bringing all of us together. And I pray that you allow us to grow on other people, on each other. And I pray that you allow us to reach any measures in this life. And just
I ain't gonna
all of
lie,
us
but this
bless.
to play devil's advocate. That's crazy to say during the prayer, but to this was long winded, bro. This was long. This was long winded. I don't think it should be a shot clock on there, but like, get your points out and let's, you know what I'm saying. It look hot as hell in there. It looked like it's about packed wall to wall. Y'all hella close. Like, do the prayer prep talk. Let's go. But she is being quite strange. On the other hand, like why is you trying to low key stick your tongue out and it look like you trying to twerk? Like you trying to go into an emo right now. Like what is you doing, bro? She start emoting during a prayer. Like what?
Daily, you bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft, and you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. She would also share this text message exchange they had where she expressed her frustrations after the tour, and Ice Spice pretty much just replies in these messages that none of that was her fault and that it wasn't that deep. Later, she would even respond to these claims on a Twitter space where she had this to say.
Y'all put in laughing faces. Y'all know this is not funny. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my one time?
Now, this made people.
I know she joking, but like, yeah, you don't really have. This is under the preface of this is your friend, right? Like, this is your close, supposedly friend, and she not the token friend, and she already had previously said all of this weird stuff about aesthetics and all this dumb shit. So, I don't believe it that you was acting weird, bro. Like the whole situation. Like if I'm with my boy, right? I'm weird about people being in my room, but like to not have her back there the whole tour is like cool. But like again, Jamari said, bigger artists aren't always with the smaller artists the whole time. I'm not expecting to be up under somebody, especially if you on tour and it's been months you on the road, you ain't been home. Like you tired, you probably tired of looking at a month all day, bro. You probably tired. You probably tired of looking at them, bro. That just is what it is. But I think they both is being a little sensitive about the subject. If everything that Shorty said is true and she got confirmed by the stylist, Ice Spice is a weirdo, cuz she's a weirdo. Like she bringing this girl on tour like it's like a accessory. Like it's like a jacket to put on her to be like, oh look, like got a black. Like this shit is weird, bro. This shit is hella weird. Like why wouldn't you bring like your real true friend on like and put somebody on that's your real true friend or you want to see them do good or be where you at. Like it don't make any sense to me. So I weird, bro.
This made people even more upset, and they called out Ice Spice's hypocrisy for clowning this woman for eating a lot, when many speculate that she's been off that Ozempic weight loss program. And the speculation actually got so strong that she released this, like, workout weightlifting video. They really
She's not
didn't
doing
prove anything.
shit.
People also claim that she basically is someone who thinks that her shit don't stink, and that she has way too big of an ego for how volatile her career is at this point. I mean, honestly, I didn't think this was like the biggest deal in the world or really like cancel worthy, but with most of her fans being women, they aren't
No, it
going
ain't
to like
cancel
the whole
worthy, but she is definitely on weirdo watch. You feel me? Like she gonna find some way to put out another song that's popping, and then she gonna be in the public opinion's good graces. But girls don't forget anything, and they hold grudges. So you gonna have to do something to appease your target audience. You gonna have to kiss a little ass, Miss Spice.
into like the whole Mean Girl shit, especially when it feels like she was punching down here on someone who was supposed to be her friend, someone who she invited to come perform on this tour for free. I don't know, to me, if I'm her manager, we aren't releasing any more albums, just the occasional single trying to go viral on TikTok, and honestly, the primary focus shouldn't even be on rap anymore. Like, I think she has to transition into an influencer, or an IG model, or
What
an
did I
OF girl, or
just
some
say before? I did not. I promise I ain't watched this video before this started. But what did I say? She better off being an influencer because if she don't want to hand over that pen, you better off being an influencer, bro. Because she already got the brand deals. You already got the backing by Taylor Swift. All you got to do is be Ice Spice. Nobody got to check for your music. You don't got to be this this musical savant, bro. Like, come on now.
girl or some shit like that. Because to me, the curtains on her music career are closing pretty damn fast. But I do want to know what you guys think about Ice Spice. I want to know what you think about her career. I've yet to meet like a big Ice Spice stan in my life, but I'm sure they're out there. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other rap beef out here needs to be covered. So I'm
Man,
out.
drop a like on my boy.
Peace.
Man. Good video, dog. Good video. Good video. Good video. Yeah, I think Ice Spice is definitely on Weirdo Watch. Drop a like and a subscription on this if you want to see more reactions or if you want to see more videos of me reacting to Jamari. But shout out to him. I'm going to leave a link to his video down below. And without further ado, I'm going to get us up out of here. Go.